Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Alright, it's still Tuesday, so this is actually going to be the last video I'm going to upload. And this is a review of Three Bags Full by Leonie Swann. I think is how you pronounce the author's first name. Alright. So, this is the book that The Sheep Detectives is based on, and I never watched the movie, but now that I have finished the book, I'm definitely going to watch the movie. So this is about a guy called George who is discovered dead, and of course, because nobody knows why George is dead, they just know George is dead, they have to investigate why George died. Like, what happened to, George. Well, George has a flock of sheep. And, of course, I will say the book kind of depicts them having kind of I'm not going to say a love-hate relationship with George, but kind of a weird, view about George. So they decide to try to find out who killed George, why George was killed. And as the story progresses on, the sheep, they kind of are trying to be intelligent, but they're failing miserably at it. And the world revolves around grass and life and other sheep and things like that. It's very cute. However, how he died, towards the end of it, we discover it's not murder at all. George had problems. And it is a problem that people have when everything feels like nothing's worth living. So this actually is a book that has a mystery, that has a very, very unusual ending, and that unusual ending is, well, you'll have to read it to find out. But I will tell you, however, that George was not murdered at all. So it's an interesting twist to the cozy mysteries, because generally with cozy mysteries there's always a dead body, there's always a killer. Sometimes the killer is within ourselves. sometimes it's not a guy who is in a car, or and he decides to kill someone. Sometimes it is your mind. Your mind is what kills you, because it convinces you to end it. So I guess I did kind of spoil it. Yeah. So the sheep are introduced to a new word, and yeah. Anyways, I really enjoyed the book a lot, and if the S word is too much for you, this is probably not a book for you. But anyways, I still gave it 5 stars, and yeah. Okay, so now that I have read that book, now they have a Baba Black Sheep, which is the second book in the series. Yeah. So the second book, we're definitely moving away from George, and we're probably going into his daughter. So well, I'm just going to skip it because I don't want to be spoiled. Alright. So, alright, this is Big Bad Wolf. Yeah. So, Big Bad Wolf, it has a 4-star rating. It says here, with one solved mystery under their woolly belts, the time has come for the sheep of Glenskill to explore Europe. Together with their new shepherdess, Rebecca, they move into their winter quarters in the shadow of a French chateau. Ooh. But their new home is far from idyllic. A number of sheep from the previous flock have disappeared, and deer are dying unnatural deaths in the forest. The strange goats from the neighboring pastures have a theory: a werewolf. Could there be a real or just a fantasy? When a human falls victim, it becomes clear that even fantasies can be fatal. The last thing the sheep want is to lose another shepherd. With the help of the ghosts next door, they follow the werewolf's trail in a desperate attempt to save both themselves and Rebecca with sheep logic, courage, and willpower. Okay, so I tell you something. I am really. I'm going to see if I can. Okay, it says place a hold on overdrive. Hold on. Big Bad Wolf is currently unavailable to borrow from the library. Okay, no. Alright, I'll just go ahead when I get paid. I'll just go and get it. So, yeah. Alright. Alright. So, add to collection. We're going to do books I read in 2026. Alright, there we go. Alright. Okay, so I am officially done with that book. And I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, so that is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.